Hey guys, I want to make another vlog here because I wanted to try to get this done yesterday. However, I couldn't really do that because it was late at night. It was midnight and my dad wanted to go to bed soon, so I couldn't really do a vlog that night. So yeah, I went to go see the Suicide Squad, of course, the second Suicide Squad movie, the sequel to the first one released back in 2016, part of the DC Comics extended universe of movies that have included Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, Justice League, both Josh Whedon and Zack Snyder's cut, Aquaman, Shazam, Wonder Woman, and Wonder Woman 1984, and hopefully many more to come. What a great movie. I like that definitely way more than the first one. There were some things I liked about the first movie, but I think it was just kind of like rushed and just kind of like sloppily made together. Hopefully the Ayer cut should get made. It should be out. I believe David Ayer got, just like Zack Snyder, he got screwed over by Warner Brothers executives, and I think people would love to see an extended cut of that movie that truly gives the viewer what they want to see. It truly gives them the love of Zack Snyder that they really wanted to see. But anyway, the Suicide Squad itself, I'm not going to give any spoilers away. If you guys want to see any spoilers, let me know in the comments. But I loved the ensemble. I mean, Harley Quinn's back. I mean, you saw a little bit of Captain Boomerang. It is a sequel. In case anyone's curious, it's not a reboot. You still have to see some characters from the first one, like Harley Quinn, like Captain Boomerang, like Amanda Waller. Viola Davis is great in that role. She's like tailor-made, fantastic, amazing actress. Idris Elba as Bloodsport, oh, fantastic actor. John Cena as Peacemaker was also really fun, though he was kind of douchey. Like I didn't like him at some parts, but hopefully he gets a bit better in the series. Ratcatcher, I thought that she was pretty good. King Shark, seeing Sylvester Stallone play him, was also pretty good. And he has Peter Capaldi as was it the Thinker he was? He was also pretty good. But the one that really stood out to me of who I thought was like the standout best character of the movie, and there was a lot of great characters I liked. The one that stood out to me was easily the Polka-Dot Man. Abner Krill is his real name, and it's David Duchere, I think his name was. Like he has been in many roles. He was in The Dark Knight. He also plays Kurt in the MCU. He's usually with Denis Villeneuve for a lot of his movies. And I gotta say, all I really knew about Polka-Dot Man himself because, you know, I'm a big comic book guy. I love Marvel. I love DC. So I do know about Polka-Dot Man, but not for many good reasons. Polka-Dot Man is historically known as one of, if not the worst villain that DC Comics had to offer. Like, come on, the guy could literally shoot polka dots. Like he wears a spandex a white suit with polka dots on it, and he throws polka dots at people. It just sounded ridiculous. And they just saw him as a joke after like his first appearance in 1960, and obviously they didn't really use him for anything else except for like very rare gags on occasion. So they didn't really use him that much for those reasons. And can you blame him? I mean, look at him. He looks funny looking. But James Gunn, I actually looked this up. James Gunn actually want to have him for that particular reason. He want to have the worst, like the stupidest villain that DC had to offer. And he looked on Google and the number one that came up was Polka-Dot Man. Yes, I know there's other ones like Condiment King and whatever, but Polka-Dot Man's the more famous one. In fact, I recall, didn't Condiment King start in like the animated series? Just like Harley Quinn did. But obviously Harley Quinn's significantly better in many ways. But yeah, Polka-Dot Man. In case you don't know how he is in the comics, he's a guy that wears, you know, a white spandex suit with polka dots on him, and each polka dot has a little different. Each polka dot has a little different power that he possesses. However, in the movie, they completely changed him because, and it makes sense. It's similar to why they changed up Aquaman a bit. I mean, Aquaman was kind of seen as kind of weak, not really seen as very tough, and they changed him, and it was fantastic. It was for the better. But I think they went even higher than that here with Polka-Dot Man. I mean, for God's sake, can you imagine Polka-Dot Man being one of the positives of anything, let alone the best thing of the movie in terms of characters, arguably. Like his backstory, they gave him a lot of backstory. They gave him a lot of depth. Very tragic past, like, and he felt very relatable because like you just kind of felt like, he didn't really want to be in that situation, but he was forced to. And they explained that, this is never really spoilers, but he was forced to because of his mother. Her mother was, part of Star Labs, and him and his siblings were forced to go through these, experiments, and went through different portals and it led to like certain like polka dots. You had to try to stop the polka dots, and he's one of the few that survived. And this is a real condition that he has. It leads to polka dot, like these big growths of like colorful spots across his face and all his body, and it could kill him. But he needs to make sure he expels them at least once every single day, or else it's going to envelop his entire body. And it may sound stupid, oh, he's throwing polka dots, but no, no, no. These are serious. And unlike the comics, the different color polka dots don't really do anything. I mean, they're just different color polka dots. But the way they utilize these polka dots is, he's probably the most powerful character out of the whole squad. Like, these polka dots, each one can literally sear through someone. It literally sears through you. Like, it literally, like, it's like it's like if you touch the polka dots, it literally just sears right through like your hand, for instance, and like all the surrounding area. Like you all crisp up, it goes like right through you, and like, very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. You can literally take down whole things. It's incredible. And he was a great character. And spoilers here, he dies, and it felt very, very sad. Because I loved him. Not a bad. How amazing is that for Polka-Dot Man? The fact that Polka-Dot Man, a character that was so maligned for so many years, was someone that the James Gunn, for instance, was able to retake and reshape. And now he's a household name. Hopefully he stays that way. I mean, I'm not going to say he's going to be like the Guardians, for instance, but people now know who he is, and they now take him way more seriously. And that's because of people like James Gunn. We need more people like him that are able to take these ideas that some people think were stupid or foolish and reinvent them to make them awesome, to make them lovable, to make them a character that you want to see, a character that you love. That's what I think we need to see more of. And if they could do this for characters that are more obscure, imagine what they could do for even bigger characters. Like, amazing. Like, I just hope we see more situations like this. We need more Polka-Dot Man examples in films. We need to see these adaptations where these more obscure characters get the limelight that aren't really talked really positively about, and then finally given a fresh new coat of paint, and people love it. An adaptation of the modern times, and people absolutely go over it. And I hope we see more of this. Like, for instance, for the Sonic movie, if they ever get around to, like, the Chaotix, they better make sure Charmy gets the same treatment, or some of these other characters, because if we just see it as it is, it's going to be a joke. People are going to hate it. But in this case, if they did what they did what Polka-Dot Man did, what they did with Polka-Dot Man, they do that for all these other things that are obscure and whatnot. They could truly make that a character that people love and truly want to see more of. And that's how I'm going to say it. Like, watch the whole movie. It's great. It's a fun time. It's an hour and 10 minutes, an hour and 15 minutes. You're not going to regret it. It's really, really good. Go and watch it. Anyone that's seen this. Okay, thanks again, guys, for another vlog I have. Make sure to like, hit subscribe, post this everywhere, comment down below, hit the notification bell. For next time, guys, I'll see you. So long.